I don't know whether the engineer is going to make an introduction of the picture behind you. But this is called Jade Mountain. It is the tallest peak in East Asia.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Now, do people scale it? Do people climb it?
Yes, yes.
Is it?
Especially those who have a political ambition to run for the presidency. There's a mythology about this.
Oh, there is. Okay, yes. I see.
But the current President Tsai did not do it though.
Oh, okay. Hello.
This is the Minister of National Defense.
At the airport. Yes. Yes. How are you today?
So quick, that's what I hear.
It went by very fast. Yes.
How about you?
Good. Thank you. Good to see you again.
Okay.
Yes.
And here's another one, Minister of Economic Affairs,
How
Minister
are
Wang.
you?
We will see tomorrow.
Okay. Yes. We're gonna have a good conversation.
Yes.
But of course, you met her husband.
Yes. There was a discussion about who was in charge.
Of course. So,
I said the household commander is always the wife. At home.
well, please be seated. Just want to show you where we put it I'm not really on it. Almost the premiere is great.
Oh, wonderful.
This is our spokesperson. He's also
How are
Minister of Oil.
you? Good to meet you.
And before he assumes the current position, he was also one of the most successful lawyers in Taiwan. And very expensive too.
Oh, good. Fall back and forth.
这边待会会吃。对，谢谢。听从秘书，你这边有摄影机，在麻烦。这边有一台要拍那个剪。对。我们现在前面有
Yes, hopefully, the FDA is meeting in like the third week in June.
Oh, really? She's talking about really little children
Yeah.
and stuff?
Yeah. So, for the Pfizer vaccine. And they should be making a decision on the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Premier Su.
How are you?
AIT 少还是AIT 国土局政主管，直接讲先送先送
Here is going to present a gift to you.
Oh, how lovely.
And please look at me. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. And then I have a small, so Chicago, Illinois is known as a confectionery city. We make a lot of, this is chocolate with whiskey. Yes, Scotch whiskey in it.
Okay, look at me first.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Good.
有求必应。
Okay, look at me. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, look at me. 1, 2, 3. Good. 达克沃参议员、副处长，还有各位女士先生，我非常热忱的欢迎参议员和访谈的各位贵宾来到台湾，我们非常的高兴能够在行政院这样见面。去年差不多是这个时间，达克沃斯参议员和昆斯史利文参议员特别大任军机到台湾，表示赠送疫苗给台湾。那时候正是台湾疫情严峻，而看到美国这样的及时给台湾帮忙的热情，跟这样非常有效的帮忙，台湾人民深记在心，特别再次表示感谢，同时表示欢迎。
The Honorable Senator Duckworth, Director Outkirk, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First of all, let me welcome Senator Duckworth and the distinguished members of the delegation to Taiwan. Today, we are very happy to have this opportunity here to meet the Executive Yuan. I remember around the same time last year, Senator Duckworth, along with Senators Sullivan and Coons, traveled all the way here by military plane to announce the U.S.'s donation of vaccines to Taiwan. That was when Taiwan saw a surge in COVID-19 cases. So the U.S.'s help was really in time and really effective, and it was memorable for the people of Taiwan, and for that we thank you once again.
达克沃斯参议员一直是台湾的好朋友，而且以参议员过去30年来，在军队、在战场、在国家、政府、国会所表示出来人生的奋斗，以及为民主自由捍卫的勇敢、坚持的精神，不但深植美国人民的心中，也一直让台湾人民深感佩服。同时，这种为民主自由捍卫的精神和故事，深深的激励人心，也是在这种自由民主和集权专制对抗的过程中最需要的勇气，特别表示钦佩。
Senator Duckworth, you have long been a good friend of Taiwan, and in the past 30 years, you have served in the army, on the battlefield, in the government, and in the Congress. Your personal journey in defending freedom and democracy, and your perseverance has been clearly seen by the people in the United States and also admired by the people in Taiwan. And your commitment to defending freedom and democracy is truly inspiring, and your courage is also inspiring, especially in the fighting against authoritarianism. Your bravery is exactly what we need.
当全世界台湾人民看到俄罗斯入侵乌克兰，我们证实了集权专制的国家是侵略邻国、并吞领土、残害人民，是不用什么理由的。而全世界自由民主相同价值的国家一起来谴责俄罗斯的侵略行为，一起来帮忙乌克兰抵抗侵略，这一种让台湾人民更深深的从中特别的感到，我们同样面对一个集权专制的中国，一直也声称要武力，不排除武力对付台湾。我们更感觉有跟全世界自由民主一起奋斗国家一起努力的必要。所以这段期间，在蔡总统领导下，我们更是一直加强自我防卫的决心和努力。像不但是要在各种方面增强台湾自我防卫的能力，而且我们更是成立全民防卫动员署，来加强民间的各种力量，来加强对抗侵略的韧性和努力。我们深知到参议员在这国民防卫的这种方面深有经验，而且一直很愿意协助台湾在这方面的努力。我们希望今天借着参议员来到访，我们能够更加强这一方面的了解，同时也更期待台湾和美国之间就相关的后备动员、国民兵防卫种种，能够有从各方面给台湾更多的这一方面的协助，我们能够在这一方面更加强抵抗侵略的力道和韧性。
And at this moment in time, we especially feel the threat from authoritarian countries. At this moment in time, as the world and the people of Taiwan are watching the fact that Russia is invading Ukraine, we understand that an authoritarian dictatorship needs no reason to invade a neighboring country, kill their people, and annex neighboring land. That is why it is important for us to work with like-minded democratic countries in the world to condemn such aggressive behavior on the part of Russia and provide help to Ukraine. And Taiwan is especially in the face of threat from authoritarian China. China has never ruled out the possibility to annex Taiwan with force, and that is why we feel the need to work with democratic countries to protect our country. And under the leadership of President Tsai, Taiwan has made a determination to increase our self-defense capabilities in all areas, including establishing an all-out defense mobilization agency to engage civilians to increase our resilience in fighting invasion. And Senator Duckworth, you have a lot of experience in working with National Guard, and you are more than willing to provide experience and help Taiwan in this regard. I do hope that your visit today will help us understand more in this regard, and I do hope that Taiwan and the U.S. will be able to work together in areas including National Guard, military mobilization, etc., to make sure that Taiwan is able to defend foreign invasion.
在台湾人民和政府共同努力面对 COVID-19 疫情，我们不但成功防御，而且我们也创造了最好的经济成长。台湾和美国互为重要的贸易伙伴，我们如何在经济方面彼此互利互惠非常重要，也是最坚强的彼此的伙伴关系。我们深知参议员在这一方面有很多的努力，而且几个礼拜前还联署预请美国拜登总统能够支持台湾参加印太经济架构相关的这一种作为，我们深表感谢。同时，对于相关台美之间贸易等等的彼此之间的各种努力，也多所着力，我们也特别表示敬意。台湾在经贸方面有非常大的实力，尤其就半导体、就相关各种方面，我们都有很好的经验，也对世界这一方面做出贡献。希望借由今天见面交谈，我们台湾、美国之间的相关的经贸，也能透过参议员做这一方面的努力，彼此之间更能互惠互助，也预祝这一方面能够有更多的成就成功，也祝福这一次参议员的来访顺利成功，丰收成果。
In Taiwan, through the concerted efforts of the people and the government, we have successfully contained the pandemic, and in the meantime, we have created great economic growth. Taiwan and the US are important trading partners to each other, and it is important for us to create a mutual beneficial economic relationship. And Senator Duckworth, you have made a lot of efforts in this regard. For example, a few weeks ago, you signed a petition to urge President Biden to include Taiwan in the IPEF, and for that we are truly thankful. And Taiwan and the U.S. are important trading partners, and Senator, you have worked in this regard, and we thank you for that. And Taiwan has a lot of experience and potential, especially in the economy, especially in the semiconductor industry, and we are able to make contributions to the entire world. Hopefully, through today's meeting, we are able to promote the trade relationship between Taiwan and the U.S. And Senator Duckworth, I look forward to seeing you help us create this mutual beneficial relationship between Taiwan and the U.S. And finally, I wish you a very successful and fruitful visit. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Premier. It's okay. Yep, I think so. Thank you, Mr. Premier. It's a pleasure to be back. 1 year goes by very quickly, but I'm glad that I get to leave the airport this time.
那非常谢谢苏院长刚刚一番话。我非常高兴这次能够再来台湾，时隔1年，时间过得非常快，非常高兴我这次能够离开机场到外面来。
I wanted to come this year to reinforce the partnership between our two countries. And in light of Russia's invasion in Ukraine, I wanted to make sure to send the message that the United States stands with Taiwan. Just as when we came last year to bring the vaccines, I want to make it clear that we continue to engage with Taiwan and plan on doing so into the future.
那么我这一次来是希望能够强化台美两国的伙伴关系。有鉴于现在乌俄战争的情势，我要传达一个更明确的讯息，就是美国会与台湾站在一起，不会让台湾孤军奋战，正如同去年来捐赠疫苗的时候所说的。同时，我也要确保台美两国能够持续的合作，一直到未来都能够维持下去。
And the relationship between our two nations is not a big brother, little brother relationship, but one between friends. Yes, we brought you the vaccines, but you sent us PPE first when we needed it and when we were struggling. And so I wanted to make sure that as we engage in economic discussions, that we remember that at a time when the United States was struggling because our plants were having to shut down due to a lack of semiconductor chips, that you put in the effort to manufacture even more chips, and that allowed our factories to keep working during the pandemic, which saved over 100,000 American jobs. So it is a partnership between friends and equals.
那么，美国与台湾之间的关系并不是一个老大哥和小老弟之间的关系，而是对等的朋友关系。刚刚苏院长提到美国捐赠疫苗，但是其实在那之前，台湾就先捐赠了 PPE 还有口罩给美国，那是美国最需要这些物资的时候。所以，那我们也进行了经济方面的讨论，尤其是在疫情让美国许多的工厂因为半导体晶片短缺的时候，几乎要面临停工。但是这个时候，台湾增加了半导体晶片的产量，让美国的这些工厂可以继续运作，巩固了美国数十万计的工作机会。这再次展现了台美之间平等友好的关系。
And that is why I also authored the bill with Senator Thune of Texas, a Republican, to promote the Defense of Taiwan Act in last year's defense budget. And this year we just introduced the Securing Taiwan, sorry. I'm sorry? Strengthen Taiwan Security Act, which is also bipartisan and already has 3 Republicans, 3 senators on it, and with more waiting to sign on. So I want you to know that the support for Taiwan's security continues and is supported by both sides of the political aisle in the United States.
那么在去年，我也和德州共和党的参议员 Thune 一起推动了一个法案，要增强台湾的这个国防，也是用那个时候的国会预算。今年我也推动了一个强化台湾安全法案，它是获得跨党派支持的法案。目前有3个共和党员，还有3位民主党员都已经签署，还有更多的议员准备要签署。所以美国对台湾安全的支持会持续下去，而且是跨党派的支持。
And I hope we have a good discussion today about the All-Out Defense Agency and the National Guard Partnership for Peace program. But I also hope we can discuss economic cooperation as well. I hope that as we move forward with the IPEF, that we'll be able to engage directly between the United States and Taiwan, and that we can come to an agreement, because I think that will benefit both nations, and I think the economic engagement is just as important component of national security as the military engagement.
那么今天也希望我们今日的讨论不只是包括关于这个全动署，还有国民兵以及维和相关的讨论，也希望我们能够讨论经济合作，尤其是在这个 IPEF 印太经济架构持续推展的过程中，希望将来美国跟台湾可以有直接的互动、直接的关系、直接的签署一些协议，打造两国互惠互利的关系。因为我相信 对于国防来说，不只是军事是很重要，经济也是国防不可或缺的一部分。
So I also brought with me members with Ms. Scudder from the state of Illinois on the economic side. Our governor could not make it. He wanted to come. And also Colonel Winter, who is the director of the State Partnership for Peace program within the National Guard, which will be working with you on setting up your all-out defense agency.
所以这次跟着访团一起来的成员，包括负责这个经贸层面的伊利诺州首席助理副州长史贝亚女士。那她代表州长来，州长本人不能来，但是她表示非常的想要来。那还有我们的美国国防部国民兵局国际事务处主任文斯上校，他也是负责这个维和相关的事务，那也会跟台湾的全动署来进行相关的合作。
I look forward to our discussion. Thank you.
所以非常期待今天的讨论，谢谢。
谢谢。我们媒体开放到这边，好，再请同仁们引导。